Good morning. Oh, no, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Tandra Price, your networking ninja. And I am so excited to be here with you today because you know what today is? It's Talk to Me Tuesday. I share helpful networking tips to help you grow your business. So I'm so excited. So I hope that, I'm having some of my fellow audience join me today because listen, we are going to have an amazing topic today. And I promise I won't keep you long. But you know what? As always, I need for you to talk back to me and let me know and make sure that my tips have been helpful to you as you help grow your business. So real quick introduction. I am a networking ninja, known as your networking ninja. I do networking strategies. I help entrepreneurs build a platform use virtual platforms to grow their network base in a major way. And I do that by building online communities. So I want to make sure that we dive into our topics real quick. I got my glasses on, so make sure I can, see very clearly what we're going to be talking about. But real quickly, as always, let me make sure I get my devices together because I want to make sure that I'm able to tune into everyone that's talking to me or joining in with me today. Okay, let me go here real quick. So I promise I'll be quick and short. I promise I won't be long, but I hope that everyone is having a very prosperous week. And this is actually February, so last week, which is Black History Month. So I hope that you are doing something amazing. I did my last segment for Black History Month, and I had some phenomenal ladies that joined me, and we talked about some good information. So, okay. Thank you, Miss Carla Meeks, for watching and tuning in. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's dive into this real quick. So I promise I won't keep you long. So every Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time, I do a clubhouse room called Where the Money Resides at in Networking. I call it my netology, the study of networking. So today, I just kind of want to just piggyback off of that topic just a little bit about where the money resides in networking. Hey, Miss Deborah, it is Talk to Me Tuesday. So listen, this is where I share your helpful networking tips to make your business grow. So I want to talk about our topic today is where the money resides at in networking. Okay. Everyone knows I do all things networking, but I think these are going to be some amazing ways to just kind of start off with, giving you some ideas. So listen, as always, I told you my word for going into 2021 is I'm ready. So I hope you're ready. So grab your pen and paper and let's write these little golden nuggets down. Okay, so the first thing I wrote down was where the money resides at in networking is through blogging and podcasting and on doing YouTube channels. Blogging, podcasts, YouTube channels. Okay, that's one of the ways where the money resides in networking. And let's talk about that a little bit. I just had an interesting conversation with one of my business partners, just real quick story, an interesting conversation about, hey, Tandra, do you have a podcast? And I said, well, no, not at the moment. I don't have a podcast, but that is something that I'm looking for in my plans for 2021. Did a little research, and it's an amazing way really to not only get your message out, but it's a very lucrative way of making money for your business. And that's something that you need to really consider. Now, there's a lot of different groups that are podcast groups that you can join to help you if you're not familiar with how to do a podcast and how to make money off the podcast. Okay, so let me say that again. There's a lot of different groups. Just go and do some research on the groups that are out there that you can use to kind of help give you guidance, instructions, and also, help you get audience on your podcast. Because one of the things that I think a lot of us kind of get a little afraid of when it comes to podcasting is that, one, what I'm going to talk about. Two, I don't have anyone to get on my my stage or audience. And there's many, many groups that can help you do that as well. So make sure that you use that. In here, we're going to talk about blogging. So I have put out on my LinkedIn, I have a blog, and it's called Tell It All Tandra. And I'm blogging about different tips and networks, strategies to help you grow your business. Blogging is huge, another lucrative way of making money through your business, of where networking is. Because when you're blogging, you're really talking about your expertise of what you do. Okay, let me say it again. When you're blogging, you're getting bits and tips of information about the expertise of your business. But it's so lucrative because that information is valuable to someone else who is in the same industry as you are. So let's make sure that we, take advantage of that. So we talked about podcasting, blogging, and YouTube is an excellent way because it kind of leaves the footprint of a track for people to come back and review your stuff of what you're doing. But how you make money, one of the ways of making money is making sure that you can do some YouTube ads when you're in the process of doing your information. A lot of people just want to be on your YouTube, but you can also use that as a lucrative tool as putting information or running ads on that. So thank you all for joining me. This is Tandra Price, your networking ninja. I just kind of want to set the room. Thank you again for joining me. This is Tandra Price, your networking ninja, where I'm talking today about where the money resides. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Woo woo! Where the money reside? Where the money reside in networking. Networkology, it's all things networking. So we talked about some major things. We talked about so far, that was just, okay, I probably won't be sure, but that's just one. So we talked about blogging, podcasting, and YouTube. Okay, because we know right now, all three of those are on the internet, and we know how influential the internet is in helping us grow our business. Okay, so I wrote this down. So if I'm looking down, please forgive me, because I want to make sure that I get all these real good notes down to you. Okay. Now, another way is making sure our niche is known. Okay. Niche makes you rich. Okay. Your niche will make you rich. That's cute, ain't it? That's cute. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Listen, somebody write that down. Your niche will make you rich. I love it, because here's the thing about it is your niche is your target audience. Who are you talking to? Who are you presenting your products and services to? And the more that you can get that information out, the richer you become. Okay? Because now your message is going to be clear, concise, and memorable. It's going to speak to your ideal audience. And when it speaks to your ideal audience, it's an attachment that's going to make them move. It's going to say, hey, I need your services. Can you please help me? So what did I say? Your niche gets you rich. Your niche gets you rich. Please somebody type that in there. Thank you, Deborah. God, Ms. Deborah Washington, thank you so much. Your niche will make you rich. How does it do that? Woo-hoo. It's because you're talking to your ideal clients, your audience. You're speaking directly to them. You have hit their pain point. They know exactly your services, how it can help them and take them to the next level. So remember that. That's the second way. So we talked about the first way was blogging, podcasting, and YouTube. The second way was making sure your niche is known, because your niche will make you rich, and because you're talking to your ideal client audience. So what you're delivering to them is what they need. Okay, whenever you're talking to your ideal clients, let's just stop here for a second, because whenever you're talking to your ideal clients, and where you're there where they're hanging out at, you're already resonating with them. They know exactly what it is that you do, because you've made your message so clear. So listen, a part of my program that I do, I have a WIN membership program. And within that WIN membership program, we talk about different techniques like this. So one of the things we're working on is, what is that favorite saying? So what do you do? Who's heard of that? Put a 1 or 2. Anytime you go to somebody, they're like, oh, what do you do? Oh, what do you do? This is where your message comes into place, to where you want to be clear, concise, and then memorable, because here's my 3 favorite P's. People promoting people. And when you are clear, concise, memorable to the person that you're talking to or who's asked you that question, now they are able to promote you. Did you see that? That's why your niche will make you rich. Okay? Because now people understand exactly what you do. You're talking to your ideal audience. They know how to promote you. They know how to say, hey, you know what? She helped me. Girl, she gonna help you too. So let's remember that. Okay? Thank you all for tuning in with me. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3 is developing a top 50 list. Okay. Now let's take time because we're at the last week of February. If you don't have your list of important referral sources, then you need to do that today. You need to work on that list today. So what I mean by the top 50 list is the most important part of networking is, okay, we all have to have lists, right? But let's take it a step further. Let's make a list of the top 50 referral sources in our networks, in our network base, or outside our network base that we want to be part of our network base. Okay, let me say that again. So a part of networking and where the money resides is we have to have a resource list. I call it my resource vault. So, but you have to have a top list of 50 people or more on that list, because here's the thing about it is once we know exactly where our referral resources are going to come from, then the better we are of being equipped with helping our clients, but also getting clients from the referral list. Yes, you hit the right point. Develop top 50 lists. Now, let me explain how important that is, because one, that's 50 other people that you could be prospecting and sharing your niche, but also that could be 50 other people on that referral list that you could be helping your clients or a potential prospect with. Because remember, networking is not about us, it's about the next person. But as we're developing this list, that makes us a more stronger, more reliable source, because they're going to be like, listen, Tandra knows, listen, I'm going to connect you with Tandra because she knows somebody who can help you with, funnels, somebody who can help you with landing pages, who can help you with email resources. And that's what you want to happen. You want to have that top 50, at least 50 people on your list. If you don't have at least 50 people on your list, get 50 people on your list. Okay? So by the time it's I'm going to get 50, or I have 50, or I'm going to work on 50. Because that's a part of where the money resides. That is so huge when it comes to networking. Woo woo. Yes, it's so huge when it comes to networking, because we got to know where our resources and referrals are coming from, and how do we maximize those? How do we use them? How do we use that particular system to grow our business? I did a little formula. I'm just going to kind of get off subject a little quick. I did a little formula called value ask, value ask, value value. Because we're giving, let me go over that formula, because we're giving value, but then on the same tip, we're asking. And when we ask what it is, then that's what we have to come back with. We have to come back with value, because we are building relationships. We're building that know, like, and trust. Okay, that KOT, we're building that know, like, and trust. But what's the main thing that we need to be providing first before we even ask for help? It's value. So when you add that value first, then you're asking questions. So you can continue to add more value to them, because now you've got their attention on the value, and now you're kind of forming them. We did an excellent conversation with Mr. Will Mukes and Carla about the forming process. Okay, it was forming, norming, storming, and performing, and all of that goes into play of what I'm talking about. So when you actually have developed that value, then you ask a question. You're asking more questions to make sure you're clear. Then you can be like, I got some more value for you. And then when you ask again, just to be more clear, have more clarity on the whole conversation, then guess what? You on the road. Woo, woo, that's like that train. Choo, 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 choo. Then you can continue to add value and value. And then by the end of that, it's going to equal in to a customer or client. Okay. So my last one is, so that's 1, 2, 3. I got 4. Our last one is this one. Okay. Create membership sites to leverage your knowledge. Okay. Creating membership sites to leverage your knowledge. Now, I hope all of you who are listening to me have a membership within your organization or your business. No matter what business you have, you can always add a membership to it. And that's really leveraging your knowledge because one, not only are you, it's kind of like you can, well, no, I don't want to say that. So it's kind of like this. You're gathering a group of people and you're able to learn from each other. That's the leverage the knowledge. Okay. We're leveraging each other's expertise. And I'm going to give you an example, not trying to throw it out, but it's in my WIN membership group. So each lady in that particular membership group has a particular expertise. Okay. And we can leverage that expertise. That's leveraging the knowledge within the group that you're helping other people. So say for instance, like I have Sunithia, who's a systems queen. Okay. She knows all about systems. We have Carla Mukes, who's, does landing pages. Has a variety of information about that. We have Angela Lewis. I'm just giving a few ladies who is really a woman of empowerment that can help you utilize your information by being a publicist, putting your words and things of that nature on paper so people can be able to, again, give you a clear, defined message. We have Katrina, who is an expert in your avatar. Who are you really speaking to? So I'm saying these particular things in a membership group, you're leveraging knowledge. And that's a good thing because here's the thing. We all have to learn some form of fashion. And the more you learn, the better you become an authority in what you're doing. And then let's go back to when I talked about the top 50 list is having your referral and resource groups together. That's a part of that. So as you're talking to your clients, you're leveraging not only your knowledge, but the knowledge of other people, and you're bringing them together. You're collaborating them together to make one. Okay. So guess who wins? That's you. You are the winner in that because you have now been able to collaborate a group of ladies, not only ladies or men or whatever the expertise is together. And then you've been able to use that for the benefit of your client because now you ended up getting the client off of your niche, right? See how that all comes together? And your niche makes you rich. So the more you expose all of that and you bring all this collectively together, that's where the money resides. Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. Woo, 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 woo. Oh my God. I didn't came up with a new formula. Listen, I'm talking to you all, and I now came up with a new formula for myself, and it's a secret sauce. So you got to jump over to the WIN group to get it. But I came up with a new secret formula, a new secret sauce formula. Create membership sites to leverage knowledge. Add members that have an expertise. Yes. Yes. Right on, Deborah, right on. Yes. Listen, I came up with a new secret sauce just based off of what I said. Look, that's what I'm saying. I love Talk to Me Tuesday. I love Talk to Me Tuesday because this is where we really are growing. We're helping each other grow. Not only you helping me grow. I mean, I'm sharing my tips and knowledge with you because I'm leveraging some knowledge, but you're helping me as well because as we're having these dialogues, you know what? Listen, ideas just be coming. Even though I'm on here by myself, you know what? As I'm talking to you, I'm coming up with ideas that now I can use in my membership groups, or I can use helping me find where the money resides at in networking. So I wanted to make sure that I went over these few things with you. So let's go back over them again. So the first one was blogging, podcasting, and using YouTube. Okay. The second one was developing the top 50 lists. Okay. Let me see, let me put my paper. The third one was creating, leveraging our knowledge, which by creating memberships. Oh, nope. The fourth one was making your niche known. Your niche gets you rich. Your niche gets you rich. I'm gonna have to come up with a song. That's a song. Niche gets you rich. Okay, let me say it slowly. So it doesn't make like I'm saying something different. Your niche gets you rich. I want to make sure I ain't saying, look, I don't want to do a tongue twist and people think, oh my God, what is she saying? Okay, so I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Today is where the money resides in networking. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything because I got a bunch of pieces of paper here that I scrabbled. Yes, I do. Okay. Yes. So it's all about how can we grow our business? How can we make it lucrative? I know a lot of people look for that microwave results very quickly, but these are just some ways that can get you visible. Now, I have a lady that's a part of my resource. Her name is Patricia Rogers, and she's a visibility coach. And she talks about being visible and being out there all the time, so people can kind of see who you are. And that's another way of, generating income, not staying behind the scenes. Sometimes people want to do business with people that they can see, but you can still do business with people that are not visible. And I'm going to give you an example, just like Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a perfect tool because you can't really see the other person talking on the end, but there's so many business deals being made. And there's so many connections being made. Okay, let me see. Hey, Sherry, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Linda. Look, I got to come over here and just talk a little bit. I haven't seen you in a long time, Miss Linda Henderson. We have Angela. Oh, we have my mother on the line. Oh, Miss Carla. Listen, thank you, ladies, for tuning in to me because, this is where the money resides in networking. I'm going to be talking constantly all about networking. And networking has so many different layers to it. And I want to help you get to those layers. So listen, we can end this year strong. We can end this year strong, and we can become winners in what we're doing. The goal is once we have one, then we help them all. Once one win, we all win. So as leaders, and we talked about this earlier, I just want to bring it back. Oh my God, I had two pastors on the line. They're not really pastors, but they were talking and preaching that word like they was pastors, like Miss Angela Lewis. She was breaking those nuggets down. This is my empowerment coach. She's a part of that system. She's a part of that top 50, and she was breaking it down. But I just want to talk how important it is when it comes to us really understanding the value of networking and the conversations we have that lead us to making the deal, sealing the deal. So it is so, so important that, this year as leaders, as we are leaders, we are all leaders. And one of the things that the lady said in the earlier conversation, that it's really our responsibility to bring those along with us. So this is kind of what we're doing is as we come on here every Tuesday and we're sharing these helpful networking tips to grow your business, please implement some of these things that we're talking about. If you need more information, like I said, jump over into the WIN group. I'll put the link here, but you can jump over into the WIN group, become a part of that community where there's some amazing ladies and expertise in that group that will really help you. We all help you take your business to the left now and share those amazing tips with you. And like, yes, Miss Deborah Lynn Washington, she's saying be visible at all times. So I've had a great time. Look, I've been on here talking to you and sharing these helpful networking tips. I hope that everyone is having a very prospecting day, prospecting week. And let's remember, I just want to leave this tip that action cures everything. In order for us to take our business to the next level, we have to put some action behind whatever we're doing. Not even just our business, but just in life in general. I mean, the things that you set forth out to do, you have to put some action behind it because nothing happens without action. So I want us to remember that as we move forward in the rest of the month. And then as we get into next month, I'm excited because I got some juice for you next month because guess what next month is? March the 8th is International Women's Day, but we're celebrating Women's Month all month long of March. And I'm going to be just, bringing down some amazing, I'm going to be sharing with you my network of some amazing women that are, doing some amazing things. Like we said, we talk about it all the time. Women, we are so stronger together. I have to go back again to what Miss Angela said today when we were talking about the ladies that gathered together. They locked arms together. And each person took a step. Every time that person took a step, another person took another step, which means we didn't leave anybody behind. we brought everybody with us that wanted to come and wanted their business to succeed. That's what those ladies did. So we want to make sure that we are doing the same. So I'm excited. Ooh, I'm excited. March is going to be an awesome, awesome month. And not only that, let me just throw this in. We're taking networking a little farther. I'm doing a 3-day boot camp for networking. And it's going to be at the end of the month. You'll get to know more information about that. Let me see what else we have. I just want to make sure that I throw everything in there. Oh, listen, let's celebrate. Let's do a celebration. I finished getting all my ladies a part of my Tapped In magazine. It is going to be phenomenal. It is coming out in April. And also my partner, Miss Carla Mewes, we are now doing an anthology book. Okay, now listen, me and Carla is doing an anthology book. It's called Networkology. And remember, I do everything networking, and that book is going to be so good because we are going to be dropping some golden nuggets about networking. And here's the cool thing about it is we're going to relay how networking, just like we've been talking about Black history and how all the amazing women's kind of, trailblazed us, and now women are doing different things because of these women that paved the way. The same thing in networking. We're going to show in this Networkology book, we're going to be showing different techniques. No, not even different techniques. We're going to be sharing different stories, how women took what they have and used the networking to make it to be what it is today. So you definitely want to be a part of that book. We're going to probably showcase, I think, Carla, is 15 or 20 women that are doing some amazing things. So you want to be a part of that. And we'll put the link in that. Let me see, Carla, if you're still joining me, put that link there so ladies can actually come to that and be a part of it. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be phenomenal. And let me see what else we got. I'm just trying to shout out. I like to do shout outs. I got a little bit of time. I just want to do shout outs. Listen, Miss Deborah Lynn is doing some amazing things. Look, she has I have to get me that shirt you had on, Miss Deborah Lynn. That was a very beautiful shirt. I like that. I like the artwork on that. Did you do that artwork by chance? Okay, let me see who else we got on here. I'm just looking. Okay, Miss Sherry Burr, she does an amazing skincare line. So you definitely want to make sure to jump in with her. I'm just trying to shout out everybody that's here, or if I miss you, listen, please put your shout out in there. Let me see. Listen, I guess if I put my glasses on, I can see a little bit more clear. I got to look on 2 different devices. Okay, I think that's it. That we all got. Miss Linda Henderson, listen, she's a powerful woman, and I know she's doing some amazing things. I know Miss Alice Thomas, she is, a designer by trade. So she does some amazing things, especially for design. And listen, if I probably did a panoramic view of my home, you'd be like, how can I get that? So I want to make sure I got everybody that's in here. Let me see. Who else did somebody else jump in on this? Yes. So I'm excited. Listen, we have a lot of opportunities. We have a lot of stuff that's going on that you can tap into, that you can tap into and be a part of. Let me see. Listen, you can order Miss Deborah Lynn. I want to say, I love her to death, but she has some amazing apparels. So let's go and support her. Earrings, head wraps, and masks. And you can go here to www.napp2reality.com to order her stuff. It's beautiful. And thank you so much for that, because I'm going to go on there and order my stuff because I love that shirt you had on. Okay, ladies, listen, I've taken up enough of your time. I mean, not ladies, I'm sorry, audience, I've taken up enough of your time. Please take these tips that I have given you and apply them. Listen, this was some good juice. This was some good juice that I gave you. Take some of these nuggets, apply them, and I hope they're helpful to you. And let me know how they're working. I mean, you can catch me on all social media at Tender Price. Just drop me a line and let me know that some of these tips that I'm giving you that are working. I would greatly appreciate that. But implement them. First implement them so we know that they work, okay? Implement them so we know that they work. Until the next time, I enjoy being with y'all every Tuesday on Talk to Me Tuesday. Join us starting March. We're going to start off with an amazing for celebrating all of our amazing women, all of our trailblazers. So please join us. It's going to be exciting. I can't tell you what the title is yet, but it's going to be exciting. So until the meantime, I will see you next Tuesday on Talk to Me Tuesday. Have a great day.